Hello, welcome to my channel. Here we are on Eva J's Mystical Messages, and we are on day 21 of the Path to Hearing Angels and Guides. And oh boy, this has been quite a roller coaster ride. It's been a wonderful experience. And so I want to say first, thank you very, very much to Deborah Lupian, who has been very inspirational in me getting these videos out and in me doing this. I never thought that I would actually feel so inspired to do this series of videos and do the meditations that she outlined in her book, which I have to give a plug to here. And it's all mirrored because I'm doing this with a simple mobile phone. So anybody can do videos. It just takes a matter of getting the device put together and stuff to do it. So, but I'm extremely grateful. I'm very, very happy that I've made it through to the 21st day. And I couldn't have done it without my guides and Metatron and, just the willingness to put myself out there. So I'm very grateful that I was able to do this. And I just thought that it would be just amazing for me to continue. So tomorrow I will be putting a video out, but I'll probably have a different header on it so that I can keep these different blocks of videos separate until I learn how to actually do playlists and things like that. So I'm still learning on YouTube how to do all of this stuff. And so I'm really grateful to everyone who's subscribed. I'm grateful to people liking the videos and for watching them. And I hope that they offer something to you. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and start on day 21. Today is February 19th, 2025, and here we go. I said, sometimes it feels like the world is going crazy around me. I'm trying to keep myself centered. And Metatron says, it is not easy. You are doing your best to keep yourself centered, and it is not always easy. I said, I know you're right, but each day I see how things on the channel are stagnant, and I wonder, does this make a difference? And Metatron says, it makes a difference to you. That is where the emphasis should be. You are not responsible for how others will respond to you. Do you remember the saying, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind? I said, sure, I remember that. And I know that I've known this for much of my life. I have put emphasis on the feelings of others. It's not the most conducive way to be, but it is what it is. And Metatron says, indeed. Shall we continue where we left off yesterday? And I said, yes, but first I have a question. And Metatron says, shoot. I said, okay, yesterday evening I felt a real surge of energy. When I started watching this video about ghosts and hauntings, I got this energy that said, shut this video off immediately. Was this you advising me not to watch that video? And Metatron says, no, that was Ramon. He was warning you against watching it. It was wise of you to heed his warnings. I said, was it that bad? And Metatron says, yes, it was an extremely dark energy. That sort of energy could have had a very bad impact on you. And I said, through a video. And he said, through anything. When I say that the floodgates have opened with you, it means that there are many kinds of energies that could come to you. You could be feeling them at any time, not just during meditation time. You are sleeping better, yes? I said, yes, I am. He says, you are using all of these new ways of connecting to your benefit. If you feel the energies of negativity, then you avoid that. You wonder why you have watched certain things and why you are ignoring certain things. You have risen above some things. You are finding that things often that offer compatible energies to you. Some of the older things are not serving you any longer. You have lost some of your interest in tarot because meditation works better for you. You are using rods and pendulums because the answers flow to you. Will you learn tarot and what the cards mean? You might, or you might continue down the path that you are now on. The bonds that have formed with Nigel, Sunshine, and Ramon are always going to be there. Now that you have them, you will not lose them. Now that the door has been opened, it cannot be shut. Your spiritual quest will continue so long as you want it to continue. The videos that you make can and will continue, just as our daily meetups can continue, so long as you are willing. I said, I may step away and let you get to know, he says, I may step away and let you get to know your guides a little better. You can get you can get the same questions answered by them as you would by me. The process that has taken place over these last 3 weeks has been done to help you to connect with your guides, to utilize their wisdom to the best of your abilities. You alone can choose how you proceed. Whether you use cards or tools to assist you, you know that your guides are with you. Whatever happens with your channel is now irrelevant. When people want to see it, it will be there for them. The book you are writing will soon see completion. Now, the next task is to decide if it will be written or if it will collect dust. All of the things that you have done are important. You are not a single person having an experience. You are a part of a whole, a drop of rain in a vast pond called human experience. The darkness fears you because you hold a piece of light in your hand. All of this is coming full circle. If there is one piece of advice I can give you on this 21st day cycle concludes, is to give each of your angelic guides an opportunity to give you a message. Let them tell you something that will help as you move forward towards an even greater spiritual understanding. All of this is for a reason, and all of it will be explained fully in time. I said, so my questions about everywhere and nowhere? And Metatron interrupts. He says, will come in due course. All of this can be explained, but first let your guardians speak to you. Okay, I said, I'm listening. And Nigel begins. You have always listened, love. Ever since the first time we met, you were a small, frightened child fighting for air and hoping that I would say a word or two to you. When I did not, your eyes told me all that needed to be expressed. I have been with you through all of your ups and downs. I was with you during the abuse. I was by your side when you were deciding which relationship would best serve you. I cheered when you were happy and was there for you when you were sad. All of this was not to boast, but I knew at all times that things would work out for you, that you would come to a moment where your spirit would embrace all of the things that would make you stand out as a light worker. I am so proud of you. These words have been the statements that you have longed to hear, and today I say them with pride. You have come a long way, and I think that now that we are together in your realization that it will continue, the unfolding will continue. And I said, that's so beautiful. And Nigel says, it is true, my dear. So very, very true. And Sunshine says, my turn, my turn. And Nigel says, okay, Sunshine, the floor is yours. And Sunshine says, why would I want the floor? I said, I think he means you can tell me what I should know. Oh, I know that, silly. Yvette, you are such a kind soul. These words seem very tiny and insignificant, but the power that is inside of you is amazing. You have always had it, and all of your guides are pleased that you have made contact with us. You do know that as time passes, you will not only get to know us better, but for every aspect of your life, you will connect with us. You are not alone, and should rest in the knowing that you will always have someone with you to help you through the juncture of life. There is a challenge to great there is not a challenge too great and no valley too wide. You possess the capacity to make it through. Hold your head up high and say, yes, I can. I can overcome. I can succeed. I can make a difference. And know that it is so. I know that sometimes I am quite silly, always ready for a laugh or offering a smart, snarky comment or 2 dozen. But this one thing that is true is the love I have for you. This is your moment to shine. You made it through another cycle, and I see good in your future. We will forge ahead together. I said, I hope so, sunshine. I love the idea that I had no idea that I would come through this so happy. I feel a sense of calm that I haven't felt in ages. Thank you so much. And Roman says, nicht Roman, Ramon says, the calm you feel is a very good thing. You have mastered many trials and tribulations in your life and somehow have made it through. When Sunshine said that your guides are proud of you, she was right. There is no rhyme or reason to what you are experiencing right now. It is simply a knowing that all will be well. When we discussed the logics of the universe, you understood more than I thought. When you felt my energy yesterday, and then when you were watching that video, my heart leapt in joy that you understood what I was conveying to you. You understand far more than you give yourself credit for. The resonance of energy is not always easy for you to understand, but you trust that it was not right. But your trust that it was not right made me see just how far along you have come in 21 days. When you recognized what was happening, I was filled with joy. I was literally jumping up and down. She understands me, I shouted in glee. You may not have understood why, but you understood. I said, was it a test, Ramon? Were you testing me? And he says, no, it was not a test. It was merely an instance when I put my hope in you that you would do what I wanted to guide you to do. You see, none of us can tell you what to do. You have free will, and we all hope in our own ways that you will take the wisdom we offer you and apply it in a positive way. Metatron helped to open that door between you and us, and your willingness and openness enabled all of this to happen. None of it would have happened had you not been willing to make it happen. And I said, I did this? And Metatron says, yes, Yvette, you did this. This is your accomplishment. You went beyond the physical ideas and concepts and stepped into a magical sort of place. I said, like Narnia? And Metatron says, better than Narnia. This was a fictional place. That was a fictional place. This is a real state of being. Today marks the end of 21 days of meditation. Tomorrow marks the beginning of a new cycle for you. Are you up to it? I said, yes, I am. Metatron says, and all that we can say is today is the first day of the rest of your life, and this time it will be a meaningful one. And I said, wasn't it before? It was, but then you stopped. Are you intending on stopping? I said, no. Then there you go, now that all is done. Okay, I'm sorry, that was telephone. I got a call, so I will start from from when Metatron came in, maybe a little bit before the end of the meditation, but I'm really very, very sorry that happened. Basically, that was a fictional place in reference to Narnia. This is a real state of being. Today marks the end of 21 days of meditation. Tomorrow marks the beginning of a new cycle. Are you up for it? I said, yes, I am. And Metatron says, then all we can say is today is the first day of the rest of your life, and this time it will be a meaningful one. And I said, wasn't it before? And Metatron says, it was, but you stopped. Are you intending on stopping? And I said, no. And he says, well, there you go. Now all that is done, you have a new beginning and new opportunities. And I said, thank you for being with me these past 3 weeks. I love you all and am grateful beyond words. And that was where the meditation ended. So I was right near the end when the phone rang, and I didn't want to start over because I had read through everything and it was almost to completion. So, but I was able to do that. And the one thing that I have to say with regards to that is during the writing of the meditation, the phone rang again, and it was my mother-in-law, and she was calling to thank me for the package we sent. And that was really nice and it was lovely and everything. And when I came back to the table and sat down and began writing again, the words just flowed. Everything just flowed. It was like I hadn't even been interrupted during that. And then when I did the video, I had to pause the video and then restart the video because the phone rang again. And that was my brother-in-law calling to tell me that I needed to make a call about the package and send a number and all this other stuff. So all of that stuff happened for a reason. And maybe it was to see if I was capable of stopping and starting and continuing along the path that I was on. And it's really a kind of amazing that it did happen that way. And maybe it was a lesson for me to understand that I can stop this and I can start it at any time I wish. And I don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to work or whether or not the words are going to come. The words came. The first time this happened, it took me a little while to actually get into the flow of doing that. But this time, 2 weeks after the last time that happened, I was able to do it. And it was able to come to me in such a way that it flowed and it worked. And so as I look ahead to the future and I look ahead to doing this in the future, I think, wow, I have come a little bit along on my spiritual journey, and I can look ahead and say, yes, that I can go in and out of meditation at the snap of fingers, and it works. It happens, and I am very, very grateful that it does. So, as I conclude this 21 day of meditation, again, thanks to Deborah for everything. And thanks to you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that this will help you on your path to starting or continuing with your meditation and your path to your angels and guides. I see that it works, and I hope that it will work for you as well. So until we meet again, take care. And as always, namaste.